Ram Ram Ram. Sarvebhyah hritpurvaka namaskaraha. Pravesha kakshayam sarvesham swagatam. Sarvebhyah deepavaliyaha hardaha anantaha shubhashayaha. Deepavaliyaha deepaha asman sarvan ज्ञानमार्गे नयन्तु इति वयं सर्वे प्रार्थयामः. दीपैः अस्माकं जीवनं सन्तोषेण तथा सुख समृद्ध्या च अस्माकं जीवनं भूयात् इति वयं सर्वे प्रार्थयामः. A very warm welcome to class 81 of Pravesha, and despite it being a festival, all of you are attending this class. So a very warm welcome and very warm wishes on this occasion of Deepavali. Deepanam avalihi in Sanskrit, that is the meaning. It means rows and rows of lamps. So avalihi means rows. So when we're seeing rows and rows of lamps, this particular festival is called Deepavali. So let us all pray for dispelling the darkness of ignorance with the light of knowledge in this festival, and also prayers for everyone's good health, jnana, prosperity, happiness. So as we all know, Guru plays a very important role in dispelling the ignorance of, dispelling the darkness of ignorance and bestowing the light of knowledge. Ajnana timirandhasya jnananjana shalakaya chakshuhu unmilitam yena tasmai shri gurave namaha. Also, this is, I would like to share that this is a very different class, because our Guru Mata, Vidushi Ananta Lakshmi Natarajan Mahodaya, from whom many of us in Vyoma have learned Sanskritam, and who is my Guru also, and whatever little I can speak or relate to or understand, or whatever little I can teach, be it Sanskritam or shlokas, is solely because of her, from whom I had learnt when I was since the age of 4, thanks to my parents who took me to her. So she attained the lotus feet of Bhagavan on November 2nd. So this class, I would like to dedicate it to her. And I would request all of you to pray for her Sadgati. She has rendered amazing service. She is the most selfless person I have come across. She has rendered amazing service without expecting anything in return. So she has not charged a single pi from any of her thousands of students who have learned Sanskritam, Gita Govindam, Ashtapadis, and many, many more things from her. She has led a very a life of sacrifice and service, and she has also supported many organizations and supported many individuals in their lives in many ways, and helped scores of people. So her students are spread all across the globe today, and there is a saying in Sanskrit, Ekamevaksharam yastu guru shishyam prabodhayet prithivyam nasti tadravyam yaddatva chandrini bhavet. So this means even if there is just one letter a guru has taught a student, there is nothing in this world by giving which we can be freed of our debt to our guru. So she is such a guru who has taught so many life values, Sanskritam, and innumerable things to many of her students. And like I said, most selflessly, she has spread the light of knowledge everywhere. So the only thing we as students can give back to society is by teaching and further, spreading whatever she has taught us, because there's nothing we can do to repay what all she has done for us and for society. So, like I said, so let us all pray for her Sadgati. And today, in today's class, we will chant Shamyata, we will chant Guru Vandanam thrice, because as a mark of respect to her. And this Guru Vandanam, whatever we chant in many of Vyoma's courses, of course, all my courses, Guru Reva Gatihi, is her mantra, is the mantra which she has taught. Every class with her, any project, any program, everything would start with Guru Reva Gatihi and conclude with Guru Reva Gatihi. So this verse has become like the hallmark of the Gita Govinda Samskrita Sangha, which she established. And anywhere in the world, when someone chants Guru Reva Gatihi, we can automatically, know that they are from, they are Mata's Shishyas in some way, either directly or through her students. So it is, it shows her respect for her gurus. And she has also inculcated this Guru Bhakti. So let us chant Guru Reva Gatihi thrice as a mark of respect for her. And then let us continue with today's class, that is lesson 8. Request all of you to please sit up and close your eyes. So I will also, I think I have, this is our Guru Mata Vidushi Ananta Lakshmi Natarajan Mahodaya. Some of you have asked for her name. So she is Ananta Lakshmi Natarajan Mahodaya, whom we all fondly call Mata or Anantam Mata. So Anantam in Sanskrit means infinity. True to her name, she has spread infinite knowledge, sung Gita Govindam infinite times, and she is also bestowed with many titles and awards for the service she has rendered, though she never worked for any recognition or anything like that. So I would like to dedicate this class. In fact, whatever I teach, I dedicate it to her all the time, but especially today, because it's been 10 days since she merged with infinity. So let us chant Guru Reva Gatihi thrice, and then we will continue with today's class. Guru Reva Gatir Guru Meva Bhaje Gurunaiva Sahasmi Namo Gurave Na Gurof Paramam Shishurasmi Guroho Matirasti Gurau Mama Pahi Guro Guru Reva Gatir Guru Meva Bhaje Gurunaiva Sahasmi Namo Gurave Na Gurof Paramam Shishurasmi Guroho Matirasti Gurau Mama Pahi Guro Guru Reva Gatir Guru Meva Bhaje Gurunaiva Sahasmi Namo Gurave Na Gurof Paramam Shishurasmi Guroho Matirasti Gurau Mama Pahi Guro. Bravimi Samskritam Vacha Dhyayami Samskritam Hrida Kurve Sevancha Kayena Vande Samskrita Mataram Dyonaras Samskrita Vyom Nihyalayam Pramate Muda Samskritim Chaiva Samskaram विन्दते नात्र संशयः. गतकक्ष्यायाम् अस्माभिः अष्टमः पाठः पठितः. वयं प्रारम्भं कृतवत्यः च अष्टमं पाठं. प्रथमतः सूक्तिः ज्ञातसारोऽपि खल्वेकः सन्दिग्धे कार्यवस्तुनि. पुनरावर्तनमेतत्. This is just a quick recap of what we learned in the previous class. So ज्ञातसारः अपि खल्वेकः संदिग्धे कार्यवस्तुनि. So even a knowledgeable person, ज्ञातसारः, karyavastuni, when anything is to be undertaken, sandigdhe khalu, he is in doubt, isn't it? So that is the meaning. Tva pratyayah and lyap pratyayah we learnt in the previous class. So krit pratyayantah kridantah. We have learnt that when a krit pratyaya is added to a dhatu, we get a kridanta. And we have learnt how some kridantas are bhuta kridantas. They give us the past tense. Kritavan, gatavan, gatavati, uktavati, etc. We learnt in lesson 7. So in lesson 8, we learnt ktva and lyap pratyayaha. And ktva, both these pratyayas, are added when one action is completed and there is another action undertaken. Then depending on whether the dhatu has an upasarga or not, tva or lyap are added accordingly. So if there is an upasarga, then lyap comes. When there is no upasarga, then tva will be added. So tvantaha, when upasarga is not attached to a dhatu, lyabantaha, when upasarga is attached to a dhatu. And we also learned that both tva and lyap, the resultant word is an avyayam. So when we add tva to a dhatu, the resultant word will be tvantavyayam. Sorry. When we add lyap to a dhatu, the resultant word will be lyabantavyayam. So they do not change according to the linga, vibhakti or vachana in any sentence. Quick recap, because we have already learnt all this. Example, gam dhatu plus ktva gives us gatva, path plus ktva gives pathitva, kr plus ktva kritva, nam plus ktva natva. We learned certain examples also. So that we have done this in detail. I will just read the first two. Saha patram likhitva preshayati. Having written the letter, he sends. Radha Vidyalayam Gatva Patati. Having gone to school, Radha reads. Lyap is when there's an upasarga. So here if you see, A plus gam plus lyap becomes agatya, because A is the upasarga. It is not agatva, it is agatya. Pra plus pat plus lyap becomes prapatya. Pra plus nam plus lyap becomes pranamya. Sa upavishya gayati. Having sat, she sings. Ravanaha Sitam apahritya Lankam gatavan. Having abducted Sita, Ravana went to Lanka. So these are some examples. Wherever you see lyap, it means that there is an upasarga added to the dhatu, therefore it is lyap. We will never have a form like agatva. That is wrong, because a is upasarga. It will always be agatya. Only lyap is added. Now learn rules pertaining to Panchami Vibhakti. So we started this in the previous class. We have learned Prathama, Sambodhana Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturthi. Now we are learning Panchami Vibhakti. So we learnt Apadane Panchami. Ramaha Vrikshat Pushpam Sitayai Dadati. Ramaha Vrikshat Pushpam. From the tree, Rama gives the flower to Sita. So whenever there is separation, Vrikshat Phalam Patati. Vriksha is the substratum, and when there is a separation of the fruit from the tree here, in this case, the object or place from which the separation is occurring will be in Panchami. So even in terms of Saha Gramat Agachati, he comes from the village. So Gramat is in Panchami Vibhakti. Let us see some examples. So this is the general rule. We have some special rules also. So vrikshat parnani patanti. From the tree, leaves fall. So vrikshat is in Panchami. Then the cause of fear. This is another very important rule. The cause of fear, the object, the person, the animal, or anything which causes fear, that is indicated in Panchami Vibhakti. Harinaha vyagrat bibheti. Harinaha, the deer. Vyagrat, in English we say, is scared of the tiger. But in Sanskritam, the word, the object of fear, the cause of fear is in Panchami. Harinaha vyagrat bibheti. The deer is scared of the tiger. And whenever we have a comparison, like someone is elder to someone or younger to someone or better than someone, in that case also Panchami is used. So Bharataha Lakshmanat Purvaha. Bharata is before Lakshmana or elder to Lakshmana. Sorry about my throat again. So I got well and again I've got some throat issues. So sorry about the interruptions. Bharataha Lakshmanat Purvaha. So Bharata is elder to Lakshmana. So the order of the sons in Dasharatha's sons, the order is Rama, Bharata, Lakshmana, and Shatrughna. That's how they were born. So Bharataha Lakshmanat Purvaha. So Bharata is before Lakshmana. Kalidasaha Bhavabhutehe Shreshtaha. Kalidasa is greater than Bhavabhuti. So you're seeing in English we have this comparison, right? Greater than, elder to. So that comparative word, that is in Panchami, in Sanskritam. So Kalidasaha Bhavabhutehe Shreshtaha. Kalidasa is greater than Bhavabhuti. And one more here what we need to know is, instead of Panchami, you can use Taha. For example, here, Vrikshataha Parnam Patati. This is there in your textbook also. So instead of Panchami, you can use Taha, which is a simpler way. If you're not sure of what is Panchami, though we all have to know the tables, the Shabdas, instead of saying Vrikshat Parnam Patati, you can say Vrikshataha Parnam Patati. Instead of saying Saha Gramat Agachati, you can say Saha Gramataha Agachati. So that is one way you can use Taha instead of Panchami. I hope this is clear now. Please go through the examples in your textbook. So please read them. Even Taha, there are a lot of examples and examples of rules of Panchami Vibhakti. Let us see more examples now, one by one. Apadana Kriya, place from where separation happens, will be declined in Panchami. Vibhagasya avadhihi, source of separation, gets Panchami. Phalam patati, vrikshat phalam patati. Question asked to the Kriya Pada is Kasmat or Kutaha. Kutaha in Sanskritam has two meanings. We have to understand it contextually. Kutaha could mean from where, or kutaha could also mean by. So in this case, the question is from where. In this case, we are using kutaha in the sense of from where. Kasmat phalam patati, from where does the fruit fall? Or kutaha phalam patati, then the answer we get is in Panchami. Vrikshat phalam patati. And also, when we say the source of a river, again, you see it's something like substratum and the river is flowing from there, right? So there also, we get Panchami. For example, Ganga Nadi Gomukhat Pravahati. Ganga Nadi flows from Gomukh. That is one of the places in the Himalayas, right? So there, the source of the river, that also will be in Panchami Vibhakti. Here, the example given here, Bhagirathaha Gangam Swargat Anayati. So this we know is a story in Ramayanam. It comes in the first Kanda. Bhagiratha did a lot of penance, Bhagiratha Prayatna, we say, to bring Ganga from the heavens to the earth so that his ancestors could get moksha. So for that sake, the only way was to get Ganga from the heavens. So he undertook amazing, very, very hard prayatna. So that is why any tough task, we say Bhagiratha Prayatna, to bring Ganga to the earth. So from Swargaloka. So Bhagiratha Gangam Swargat Anayati. So he brings Ganga from the Swargaloka, the heaven, to the earth. And also told you how source Ganga Gomukhat Pravahati. There also it is Panchami, Gomukhat. Ramesha Gramat Agachiti. Ramesha comes from the village. Parasharaha Dehali Nagarat Agatavan. Parashara came from Delhi Nagara or Delhi city. Then Bhayasya Karanam. This is a very important rule. We have learned this. Bhayam could be used in any of the synonymous forms. Bhayam, bhitihi, bhitaha, bhihi, bibheti, trasyati. Eteshu prayogeshu bhayasya yat moolam. What is the source of fear? Tasya panchami vibhakti bhavati. So, Rekha sarpat bhita asti. Rekha is scared of the snake. So, source of fear, snake is in Panchami. Aham griha godhikayaha bhita asmi. I am scared of the lizard. Griha godhika. Purva parashreshta gunavachaka. That is gunavachaka comparison. When you have purvaha before, paraha younger, shreshtaha. Examples like this. Bharataha lakshmanat purvaha. Lakshmanaha bharatat paraha. So Bharata is before Lakshmana or elder to Lakshmana. Lakshmana is younger to Bharata. So that word with whom you are comparing, that would be in Panchami. Here when you say Bharata is elder to Lakshmana, you are comparing him with Lakshmana. So Lakshmana is in Panchami. Lakshmana is younger to Bharata. You are comparing Lakshmana with Bharata. Therefore, Lakshmanaha Bharatat Paraha. Bharatat is in Panchami. And Bahihi and Vina, whenever Bahihi is used, it means outside. Outside with reference to what? That particular object is in Panchami, the associated word. Grihat Bahihi Amra Vrikshaha Asti. Outside the house, there is a mango tree. So, Grihat Bahihi. Grihat is in Panchami Vibhaktihi. Then, Vina, we have learned in many Vibhaktis. For example, Dvitiya Vibhakti. Krishnam Vina Jivanam Nasti. Ramam Vina Sita na Jivati. And also we have learned Jalena Vina Jivanam Nasti. There you can use Tritiya also for Vina. Usually, Tritiya or Dvitiya are seen used more frequently. However, even Panchami is accepted and Panchami can also be used with Vina. Krishnat Vina Anyat Sharanam Nasti. Without Krishna, there is no other refuge. So Panchami can also be used with Vina, but usually you see Dvitiya, Tritiya more commonly heard. You can just remember this rule for your reference. Then Hetuhu or Karanam, causal reason for something to happen. Pramodaha alasyat abhyasam nakaroti. Out of laziness, Pramoda does not do exercise. Alasyat, out of laziness. So that out of the reason for his not doing exercise is his laziness. That is in Panchami. Atapat sasyani glayanti. So atapat is by the heat. Sasyani are the sprouts or the crops or the plants. Glayanti. They dry up because of the heat. Oshadhayaha kaumudyaha vardhante. So oshadhayaha means the medicinal herbs. So it is believed that the moon rays, it promotes the growth of many medicinal herbs. So oshadhayaha, the medicinal herbs, they grow because of kaumudi. Kaumudi means moonlight. Glayanti, in your book, the meaning is given, become pale. It means like dry up or get pale when that happens due to the heat. So there are these many examples are given in your book. Aham chorebhyaha atrasyam. I got scared of robbers. Okay, so these jantavaha suryat jivanti. Animals live because of the sun. So please go through the examples in your textbook also. So with this, we have learned the various instances where Panchami is used. To sum up, apadane Panchami, when there is a sense of separation from the substratum. Then Panchami is used. The source of fear, Panchami is used. Then Gunavachaka, whenever there is a comparison. Ramaha Lakshmanat Purvaha, there Panchami is used. Grihat Bahihi, Bahihi is used. Then the word associated with Bahihi or outside is in Panchami. Then we also learnt Hetuhu or Karanam, that is also in Panchami. And we also learnt that instead of Panchami, Taha can be used. For example, instead of saying Ramat, we can say Ramataha. Or instead of saying Vrikshat Paranam Patati, we can say Vrikshataha Paranam Patati. So, Ganga Gomukhat Pravahati. We can also say Ganga Gomukhatah Pravahati. So, Taha can be used in that way. Okay. So, Bhaktena Devya Praptaha. This is your textbook example. Bhaktena Devi Taha Varaha Praptaha. So the devotee got a boon from goddess, from Devi. So it can be either Devyaha, that is Panchami, or Devi Taha, from Devi. So that you can use Taha instead of Panchami. So I hope Panchami Vibhakti is clear to all of you. Are you able to see the text or PPT? I have received a message saying that you're not able to see the text or PPT. Kindly let me know by typing. Are you all able to see the text or PPT? Could you please let me know by typing in the Q&A column? I've also opened up the chat. Sorry, it was disabled. Can you let me know by typing either in the chat or... Yes, thank you. Dhanyavadaha. I think that should suffice. Most of you say you are able to see. Padma Bhagini, I don't know, please check your settings or the way you have any settings on your screen, because it is visible to others. So Padma Bhagini, please check. Before we move, Yogi ji, the answer to your question, Yes, if there are 2-3 actions, you can use tva or lyap for multiple verbs accordingly. Aham snanam kritva khaditva karyalayam gamishyami. That is correct. So you can use multiple tva or lyaps in a lyap, tva, tvantavyayams or lyabantavyayams in a sentence. Only thing to remember is when there is an upasarga, lyap is added, not tva. When there is no upasarga, tva is added. So I hope that is clear. And Geeta Krishnamurti Bhagini, do you have anything in Mata's voice? Yes, there are certain videos of, and maybe we will also try to collect and upload now. But most of her discourses are not recorded, unfortunately, because she's been giving discourses for 5 decades or 6. Actually, I think her first discourse when she was very young, in her school days, 8 or 11 or something like that. I don't remember the exact age. So in those times, or even when we were kids and learning from her, we did not have as many platforms to record and share like we have today. You record instantly, it's on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube. We didn't have that. So we will definitely share whatever is available, but predominantly we don't have recordings. But she has also authored many books. Those are available. Okay. So now let us read Panchami Vibhaktihi Shabda Rupani. So like we learn in every Vibhakti, we will learn Shabda Rupani. So request some of you to raise your hands and help me read them. Each one can do a few. Lakshmi Bhagini. Lakshmi Jairam.
रामात् रामाभ्यां रामेभ्यः हरेः हरिभ्यां हरिभ्यः
हरिभ्याम् इति न वक्तव्यं,
हरिभ्यां हरिभ्यः
नतु you are saying haribhyam. It is haribhyam
हरिभ्यः पत्युः पतिभ्यां पतिभ्यः गुरोः गुरुभ्यां गुरुभ्यः.
Uttamam Bhagini, dhanyavadaha. So all of you please pay attention to the Hrasva and Dirgha. Krishnanji. Okay, sorry. Geeta Krishnamurti Bhagini, then Krishnanji. I think you got unmuted. Pituhu.
Namaskara Bhagini.
Namaste Bhagini.
Pituhu, pullinga shabdah, pituhu, pitrubhyam, pitrubhyah. Rama, strilinga shabdah, ramayah, ramabhyam, ramabhyah. Mati, shabdah, mati, strilinga shabdah, matyah, matehe, matibhyam, matibhyah. Nadi, स्त्रीलिंग शब्दः क्षम्यतां नदी स्त्रीलिंग शब्दः नद्याः नदीभ्यां नदीभ्यः.
उत्तम भगिनी. अत्र नद्याः इति वक्तव्यं, नद्याः इति न. तत्र अल्पप्राणः. नद्याः. उत्तमं भगिनी.
अस्तु भगिनी,
धन्यवादाः. कृष्णन् महोदय. कृष्णन् जी, प्लीज अनम्यूट. कृष्णन् जी.
श्रीभ्यः.
पुनः एकवारं वदतु. श्रियः. कृष्णन् जी.
श्रीभ्यः.
हाँ धेन्वाः
मातृभ्यां
धेन्वाः धेनोः
मातृभ्यः
न श्रूयते महोदय एकवारम् अहं पठामि धेन्वाः धेनोः धेनुभ्यां धेनुभ्यः अग्रे पठतु मातृ न श्रूयते महोदय चिन्ता मास्तु एन्-मरी भगिनी
नमस्ते
नमस्ते हाँ वदतु मातुः
मातुः मातृभ्यां मातृभ्यः फल फलात्
फल हाँ
फलात् फलाभ्यां फलेभ्यः वारि वारिणः वारिभ्यां वारिभ्यः
हाँ उत्तमं भगिनी anyone else who wants to read please raise your hand anyone else wants to read Urmila Mahindra Babu भगिनी दधि उर्मिला जी दधि कुतः न श्रूयते उर्मिला भगिनी कृपया अनम्यूट करोतु हाँ इदानीं पठतु पुनः म्यूट कृतम् उर्मिला भगिनी हाँ इदानीं पठतु
ओके दधि दध्नः दधिभ्यां दधिभ्यः
हाँ तत्र only the second letter is महाप्राण so दध्नः दधिभ्यां दधिभ्यः the first the is अल्पप्राण
दध्नः is that right
दध्नः yes हाँ
दधिभ्यां दधिभ्यः
हाँ
मधु मधुनः मधुभ्यां मधुभ्यः
उत्तमम् I will two more you can हाँ तद्
तद् पुंलिङ्ग तस्मात् ताभ्यां तेभ्यः तद् श्री तस्याः ताभ्यां ताभ्यः
उत्तमं भगिनी धन्यवादाः श्रीलता भगिनी कृपया अनम्यूट कृत्वा पठतु
नमस्ते मैम
नमस्ते पठतु
दकार from नपुंसकलिंग शब्दम isn't it?
Yes, नपुंसकलिंग तद् नपुंसकलिंग
दकारान्तः नपुंसकलिङ्गः तत् शब्दः तस्मात् ताभ्यां तेभ्यः दकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः एतत् शब्दः एतस्मात् एताभ्यां एतेभ्यः
You can just say etad napumsakalinga and read. Usually when we say shabda, it refers to the entire table. So because we are doing only Panchami, we could just say etad napumsaka and read. Huh.
एतद् स्त्रीलिङ्गम् एतस्याः एताभ्याम् एताभ्यः एतत् नपुंसकलिङ्गम् एतस्मात् एताभ्याम् एतेभ्यः
हाँ धन्यवादाः भगिनी उत्तमम् लक्ष्मी जयरामन भगिनी
इदं पुल्लिङ्ग अस्मात् आभ्याम् एभ्यः इदं स्त्रीलिङ्ग अस्याः आभ्याम् आभ्यः
उत्तमं भगिनी हाँ
इदं नपुंसकलिङ्ग अस्मात् आभ्याम् एभ्यः एभ्यः
हाँ
अधस्पुल्लिङ्ग आयुष्मात्
अमुष्मात्
अमुभ्याम् अमीभ्यः
भ महाप्राण
अमीभ्यः
हाँ उत्तमं भगिनी you all should learn practice mahapranas more clearly because it was not a chanting class, we did not get an opportunity to listen to all of you. In chanting courses, generally we do it every class. But anyway, please pay attention. Meena ji.
Namaste Bhagini.
Namaste. Adas vadatu.
Adas istrilinga amushyaha amubhyam amubhyaha. Adas napunsaklinga amushma
Napumsakalinga.
napumsaklinga.
Napumsak itina. You're saying napumsak, it is napumsaka.
Napumsaka linga amushmat amubhyam amibhyaha. Sarvam sarvapumlingaha
Pullinga.
sarvasmat
Sarvasmat.
sarvasmat sarvabhyam sarvebhyaha. Sarva istrilinga sarvasya
Itina vakravyam. Sarva strilinga.
sarva strilinga sarvasyaha sarvabhyam sarvabhyaha.
Uttamam bhagini. Dhanyavadaha. Idanim Srilata bhagini. Srilata bhagini. कृपया अनम्यूट कृत्वा वदतु.
सर्व नपुंसकलिंग शब्दः सर्वस्मात् सर्वाभ्यां सर्वेभ्यः यत् पुंलिङ्गः यस्मात् याभ्यां येभ्यः
उत्तमम्.
यत् स्त्रीलिंग यस्याः याभ्यां याभ्यः यत् नपुंसकलिंग यस्मात् याभ्यां येभ्यः
येभ्यः
येभ्यः.
उत्तमं. धन्यवादाः भगिनी. Krishnan Yogaji, you want to try now? Krishnan Yoga Mahodaya.
शब्दः कस्मात् काभ्यां केभ्यः कस्याः काभ्यां काभ्यः कस्मात् काभ्यां केभ्यः.
धन्यवादाः महोदय. Mahaprana, you should pay attention. Kabhyam, kebhyah, kabhyam, kabhyah. So that
काभ्यां, am I right?
Yes.
काभ्यां केभ्यः
kabhyam.
काभ्यां केभ्यः.
So please pay attention to Mahapranas, especially bha, all of you. Dhanyavadaha Mahodaya. Uttamam. Okay. Geeta Krishnamurti Bhagini.
अस्तु भगिनि.
Yushmad vadatu.
युष्मत् शब्दः त्वत् युवाभ्यां युष्मत्. अस्मत् शब्दः मत् आवाभ्यां अस्मत्.
Uttamam Bhagini.
धन्यवादः.
So all of you, please memorize these forms. And if you know the Shabda, of course, any other form will be, you will get it automatically. So, Vyavaharika Shabdaha, we have been learning certain words which we use in daily conversation. Phalani Pushpani cha, fruits and flowers. Amra Phalam, mango. We say am, right? In Hindi. I don't know if my video is seen. Okay, just a second. I think there's something wrong with the video. It is seen now. Okay. Amra phalam, mango. Panasa phalam, jackfruit. In Telugu also it is panasa only. Draksha phalam, grape. Draksha, again, we see in many Indian languages, draksha. Kadali phalam, banana. Seva phalam, apple, like seb. Naranga phalam, orange. Jambu phalam, rose apple. Kharjuraha, dates. Again, kharjur is seen in many Indian languages. Kalingam, Madhukarkati, papaya. Bhallataka phalam, cashew nut. Kamalam, these are flowers. Daraha, coral flower. Patalam, rose. Sevantika, aster. Mallika, jasmine. Parijatam, parijata flower. Shankhapushpam, conch flower. Ketaki, ketaka flower. Champaka pushpam, champak flower. Okay, now let us do the riddle. Apado, this is something which all of you can guess, even if you have not read. I mean, I can explain, and those who, it's fun if you haven't gone through the answer in the textbook, so try to guess without going through the answer. You can type your answers or you can raise your hand. Apado duragami cha saksharo na cha panditaha amukha sputavakta cha yojanati sapanditaha. Once again, apado duragami cha saksharo na cha panditaha amukha sputavakta cha yojanati sapanditaha. Apado, let us do the padacheda. Apado, if you split the sandhi, it is apadaha. Duragami cha. Saksharaha. Na cha panditaha. Amukhaha. Sputavakta cha. Yo janati saha panditaha. So let us see word to word. Apadaha. Padam nastiti apadaha. So something which does not have pada, feet. So pada, when pada means feet. So apadaha, without feet. Duragami, it goes very far, though it does not have feet. Saksharaha, it is full of letters. So see how a and sa are used. A means, for example, here, agaha we say for mountain. Na gacchati iti agaha. So that's again a samasa form where something without we say a. Na satyam is asatyam. So like that, apadaha, without feet. Saksharaha. Sa means aksharena saha, along with letters. So it is full of letters. It is without feet, but it goes very far. Na panditaha, it is not a scholar. So it is without feet, but it goes very far. It is full of letters, but it is not a scholar. Amukhaha, again, mukham tasya nasti, iti amukhaha. It does not have a mouth. Sputavakta, but it speaks clearly. It does not have a mouth, but it speaks clearly. Meaning it conveys clearly. Yaha janati, the one who knows the answer or solution to this riddle, saha panditaha, he is a scholar. Okay. Now, postcard, Sitaraman Mahodaya. Uttamam, postcard, yes. Samapatram, postcard. So now we'll see each word, how it fits into this answer. Apadaha does not have feet. Duragami, it goes very far. Saksharaha, it has many letters. Nacha panditaha, but is not a scholar. Amukhaha does not have a mouth, but sputavakta, speaks very clearly. Yaha janati saha pandit, the one who knows the answer is a scholar. So the answer is postcard. Uttamam. Now, we have time. I think we can do this sangrahya vishayaha. Parvati, very famous shlokadvayam, 2 shlokas on Parvati. Sarvamangalamangallye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Triambake Devi Narayani Namostute. Sarvamangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Triambake Devi Narayani Namostute. Sarvamangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Triambake Devi Narayani Namaha Astu Te. So I was just reminded that during this is a very, very famous shloka, a very powerful shloka on Devi. It is from Narayani Stuti, that is the 11th chapter in Durga Saptashati, which is a work of about a few hundred verses. I'm not sure exactly how many hundred, in 13 chapters. So the Devas will praise Devi for having conquered, for having vanquished all the Rakshasas, Shumbha, Nishubha, Mahishasura, all of them. So Devi, with her power, she defeats them and they praise her in Narayani Stuti. So this Dasara Navaratri, before Durgashtami, our Mata had asked lot of them, her students and others, to read this Narayani Stuti, and today we are learning this shloka. I was just reminded of that, one of the very important verses in that Narayani Stuti from Durga Saptashati. So let us see the meaning. Sarva Mangala Mangalye. So Sarva Mangala, in everything auspicious. So it need not be in all auspicious occasions. That is also one meaning, but it is in everything auspicious. In everything auspicious, she is the auspicious one. So that is Sarva Mangala Mangalye. In all auspicious occasions or in everything auspicious, she is the auspicious one. So it is a Sambodhana. So we all know, vocative case. Sarva Mangala Mangalye. O epitome of auspiciousness, O Devi. You are the auspicious one in all auspiciousness. Triambake. All these are addressing, like Saraswati, Namastubhyam. We learned all these are Sambodhana Prathama, vocative case. Triambake Devi, O goddess Parvati, or three-eyed one. Triambake, three-eyed. So three-eyed one, Triambake Devi, Parvati. Sharanye, the one who gives protection of refuge or refuge. Shive, Shiva's consort or auspicious one. Shivaha means auspicious. Shive also means auspicious and Shiva's consort. Sarva Artha Sadhike, one who fulfills all desires. Artha also means, like I said, Artham in Sanskritam also means wealth. So we learned this in our previous classes. But it need not mean only wealth. It can also mean any desire, any goal which one has. When we say Kimartham, it means why. So what is your purpose? That way. The one who fulfills everyone's purpose and or everyone's desires or all desires. Sarvartha Sadhike. Narayani, again we know she is Narayani, the sister of Narayana. Te Namaha Astu. So we have learnt whenever Namaha is used, the person to whom you are giving salutations, the god or goddess or person to whomever you're saluting, should be in Chaturthi Vibhaktihi. We have learned this rule. So Te Namaha, Tubhyam Te. Chaturthi Vibhakti in Yushmat Shabda has 2 forms. Tubhyam Te Namaha. So salutations to you. So it means, O goddess Parvati, the epitome of auspiciousness or the auspiciousness in everything that is auspicious. The one who is auspicious in everything that is auspicious. Shiva's consort, the one who fulfills all desires and protects all those who take refuge in you. Narayani, Triambake, or three-eyed one, salutations to you. This is famous from Narayani Stuti of Durga Saptashati, like I told you. Next, also on Parvati Devi, Annapurne Sadapurne Shankara Pranavallabhe ज्ञानवैराग्यसिद्ध्यर्थं भिक्षां देहि च पार्वती अन्नपूर्णे सदा पूर्णे शङ्करप्राणवल्लभे ज्ञानवैराग्यसिद्ध्यर्थं भिक्षां देहि च पार्वती अन्नपूर्णे सदा पूर्णे शङ्करप्राणवल्लभे ज्ञानवैराग्यसिद्ध्यर्थं भिक्षां देहि च पार्वती. Again, by now you all should have realized all these are in vocative case, Sambodhana Prathama Vibhakti. Annapurne, O Annapurna, another name for Parvati, the one who gives us food, the one who is full of food and who gives food to the world, who gives us Annam. Sada Purne, the one who is always complete. Shankara Pranavallabhe, beloved of Lord Shankara, the most beloved of Shiva or Lord Shankara. Jnana Vairagya Siddhyartham, for getting, see Artham again here, Siddhyartham, for attaining Jnana, knowledge, Vairagya, dispassion or detachment. Vairagya is that state in which realized souls are. So for the sake of attaining knowledge and that dispassionate or detached state, cha means and, it is an avyayam, we all know, indeclinable. Bhiksham dehi, please give me bhiksha or alms, which means she is the one who gives us bhiksha for food, that is the whatever we eat. She is also the one who gives us bhiksha for jnana and vairagya. Parvati, O Parvati, Sambodhana Prathama Vibhakti. O Annapurna, who is always complete, O beloved of Shiva, Parvati, bestow upon me knowledge and detachment. So this is the meaning. We have learned two beautiful verses on this auspicious occasion of Deepavali. Geeta Krishnamurti ji, Anne Marie ji, thank you. 700 shlokas in Geeta and Durga Saptashati. And Geeta Krishnamurti Bhagini, yes, sure. So I don't know if you're on the WhatsApp group, Geeta Bhagini, you can maybe send a message to me there, or you can send me an email. I will try to share whatever recordings I have. We also have a very old recording of Mata of singing Geeta Govindam, that is the beautiful work by poet Jayadeva, who is 11th century poet, describing the union of Radha and Krishna. Basically, it shows the journey of the individual soul in merging with the universal soul, Jivatma, Paramatma, and the role of a guru, Sakhi. So that beautiful work called Geeta Govindam, Mata has sung and taught to thousands of her students, that we have in her voice, and which is a very old recording. So we are planning to release all this one by one, whatever we have. But in the meanwhile, Geeta ji, please contact me. And I will share whatever I have now. A very happy Deepavali to all of you. And some of you had asked, I think yesterday there was no class on account of Naraka Chaturdashi. But next week, next Saturday, there will be class. So it is a very, every class, like I said, for me is a dedication to my guru. This is even more special and even more, I explicitly wanted to let you all know, and, so that we pray for her. And the only thing she expected is that this, whatever she has taught and the service she was undertaking should continue. So like I said, the only thing we can do to give back whatever we have learned is by teaching others and by spreading this bliss and spreading whatever we have learned. So thank you all so much for attending today, despite it being a festival. Punaha Deepavali Parvanaha Hardaha Anantaha Shubhashayaha Agami Bhanuvasare Punarmilamaha Idanim Shanti Mantraha. We will chant Shanti Mantraha and conclude today's class. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। धन्यवादाः सर्वेभ्यः। आगामि रविवासरे पुनर्मिलामः। राम राम राम।